Can't wait till payday come. Still I work in a 5 days son. Oh yeah. Tired of the struggles, want money in a pocket later. As me get my pay it done, still I hope that better day come. Oh yeah.
Link up we ready. We and the girls them having a party. No time to stress, I'm feeling happy. So just pour some liquor on me cup, yeah. Pull it up, yeah. Pull it up.
Gunshots on the Gullyside. Hi, I'm Ray Williams. 3 killed since Saturday, June 2. Police looking to question dancehall star Mavado, but the Singjay leaving for the United States. Music a way out of poverty, but close ties still binding some entertainers to the communities they come from, sometimes with dangerous consequences, as we hear in this report.
Mavado hailing from Cassava Peace, a poverty-stricken community with a garbage-strewn gully running through it. The Singjay long rescued by fame and fortune. The route out of the ghetto for many talented youngsters aiming for the stars via a microphone.
The Gullyside, pray to Jehovah come.
But 3 fatal shootings now bringing the Singjay and his former community under the scrutiny of the cops. The picture not yet clear, but an altercation on Saturday involving Mavado's 16-year-old son escalating with the gully god intervening. His bullet-ridden Mercedes the result. 3 men later shot and killed, one outside the area at nearby Constant Spring Market. The police detaining the younger Brooks along with several other family members at Mavado's Hilltop Norbrook mansion. The cops requesting that Mavado present himself for questioning, but the Singjay leaving the island Monday, his lawyer says, to fulfill a contractual obligation for Sunday, June 10 in Florida. The lawyer unable to say if and when he will return to the island. Mavado said to have a green card. Success on the music stage can be a godsend for both artist and the community he hails from. Where the state falls short, the success story is often called on to help, but patronage can also be a double-edged sword.
Well, it's a question of identity. You have to remember that when one is born in a community, one is associated with that community. He sees himself as being a part of that community and that community being a part of him. So people think that, well, because somebody acquires some wealth, and they might decide to move to Norbrook from an inner city community, then automatically they're able to divorce everything that they have been living all their life. It is like people are expecting you to go through what is the equivalent of bleaching mentally. So you just separate yourself from what has been happening. It doesn't go that way.
But the community also has expectations.
All the communities have expectations because automatically you are seen as somebody who is going to be part of the welfare system. You are somebody who is expected to help others in the community, to lift those who are unfortunate out of the system in a certain way.
The DJ/Singjay wants to keep the base he's left behind happy, but he has to be careful he doesn't become a don, even if he doesn't want to be one. Isn't that true?
Inner city communities are by their very nature volatile. Things are happening every day. And you're going to find that artists want to remain in contact with their community because that's where they get their inspiration from most of the times. And so they're not going to detach themselves from these communities. But what happens is that sometimes inadvertently they get caught up in the dynamics of what is taking place. because things are always happening in these communities.
Sometimes the DJ does want to be a don though.
There might be instances where you have DJs, because remember, the real essence of power in an inner city community is really the don. That is a person who many people aspire to be, because he's a man who can get the girls, he has the respect and everything. But I mean, I think that most artists would really want to be respected, would really want to be secure, because security is also a very important issue.
So is there a lesson here about the obligations the artist owes the community and the obligations the community owes the artist?
It's a delicate balancing act, because most artists are going to see themselves obligated to the community that they believe inspired them and nurtured them. And many times the communities, to some extent, believe that the artists owe them more than in reality they do, because they say, well, look, I am responsible. I used to cook some food for you. I used to run up a boat for you, and therefore you need to give me things. So it's a two-way thing, and people have to be balanced in terms of their expectations and how they see their obligations.
By the way, Mavado isn't here yet, but you see him coming back to Jamaica to speak to the police?
That's a difficult question. I think that basically it would be a matter of his wanting to be in good standing with the law here. So I think it would be something that he would want to consider.
But he doesn't have to. He has a green card.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that might be something, because given the fact that he might want to have a relationship with Jamaica, I think he might consider just coming back and talking to the police.
Can't